Hey guys, good afternoon, or morning, or anything. Today we are going to draw LeBron
LeBron
James.
James.
So stay tuned if you like the video, like it, subscribe, and yeah, let's get started. Okay, what's up guys? Hope you've been taking care of yourself. I know it's been really crazy. I'm just talking right now over the video, and yeah, let's get started. So, this is LeBron James. I thought I'd kind of change it up and do Clip Studio Paint instead of Affinity. I normally do most of my drawings and stuff in Clip Studio Paint. I switched over uh, from Affinity just because they have a better renderer as far as the drawing. There's just so more tools that are easier to draw with, so that's why I switched to Clip Studio just for drawing. Um, some of my best paintings were actually in Infinity Photo, so still love it. Still a fanboy. Love it way more than Adobe, the corporate giant Adobe. So yeah, I'm glad I made the switch. But yeah, this is the fastest way, just tracing over to get the likeness of the person. I do this really fast just to save time, and I'm not making a character or stealing anyone's design or anything. It just saves a lot of time. So if anyone out there is like, oh, you're tracing or whatever, I'm okay with it. It makes for really easy. I don't have to spend the time fixing my proportions and stuff like that, and it's just for me in a video. So hey, whatever. So don't ever get discouraged if someone's like, oh, you trace. Who cares? It's a part of art. It's another tool, and it saves a lot of time, let me tell you. Cool. So another tool that I absolutely love with Clip Studio Paint is the lasso tool. You can create great perspectives in this program. I love this like 1,000 times more than Affinity's lasso tool. So sorry for the giant smack, but yeah, it's a great tool. You can use perspective and transform it dynamically, and the feel. This is awesome. It saves so much time as for the flat part of coloring. So you just use the reference for the ink layer, and I'm really lazy, so I don't do an initial sketch and then an ink and then all of that stuff. I just go right into the ink because I can't be bothered. So yeah, so anyone out there who's like, well, I gotta do like 3 sketches and then go into the inking and then the flat colors and then the shading, yeah, that's too much work for me. So I'm lazy, so I just kind of go right into the ink. Especially I noticed, because I also use this program for animating. In this version I just have the Pro, but I use the Affinity EX. I believe that's what it's called, to do like full hand by hand, frame by frame animations, and it's super duper fun. And once you get the hang of it, it's full and it's really complicated. There has a learning curve, at least for me, with like the light tables and the animation layers and all that stuff. But once you get it done and down packed, it's so much fun to animate with. I just wish it had more tools as far as like interpolation and stuff that you find in something like Moho, or I haven't used Toon Boom, but I'm sure they have it as well. Honestly, if Clip Studio ever came out with like a bone rigging system or something, I think it would just kind of put Moho and those others out of their misery, So But it's a great program. It's fun to animate with, and yeah. About this, if you haven't saw me already, I use horrible colors, and I'm not that good of a painter, so getting used to it. And if I spend a long time on something, it does actually look good, but I don't like spending more than an hour, so I just kind of rush everything. And I think I'm not at that point yet where I can just paint in an hour and it's a Mona Lisa. Then again, I'm not really sure anyone is, but I've seen some very talented artists, so I don't know. But I know, for me at least, with the more you do something, the faster you can get at it. So this is one of the reasons why I don't like charging hourly, because eventually I get so good that I get penalized for being good at my work. So if someone's like, oh, I'll pay you $30 an hour, sounds great, but if it only takes me 10 minutes to mask out somebody, a model or whatever, and do some touch-ups, now, you know, I'm getting cheated. But Zach, me, you know, a year or two ago, that didn't know how to mask out or do retouching, that'll take me like a full day, 8 hours. So some things you just need a fixed rate, and then some things I think you know, an hourly rate, you know, is fine. But I think generally, as long as you practice and keep trying and doing stuff like this, where you kind of look at the reference, and you can only trace so much. Once you start painting, you really have to look back at the reference for you know, the shadows and the highlights and the stuff like that. But I'm not really caring about any of that. I don't care. I know that sounds bad, but I'm really lazy when I paint, so I just like stuff that pops and looks interesting. See, I even gave up on the tattoos. I was just like, yeah, this is too much work. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think. If you give up on you give up on the minor details too. I do love the details, but I'm always like, I guess I have like that squirrel syndrome, where I'm just like, oh my gosh, I gotta do this. Okay, now I gotta do this. Now I gotta do this. That's why I'm always zooming in and out and stuff like that. And yeah, I wish I was more decisive. I think it just comes with time, and I think the more that you push yourself and try new things, you know, you'll get better results and more decisive. So yeah, I was gonna make a different video actually about the monolith that's been happening. I don't know if you guys like read into that, the one that they found in Utah in the desert, that like still structure, and I made it in Blender, and it was pretty cool. Cool, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I just released my first Skillshare course. I'll link it down below, so check it out and watch some of my old videos. They're really cool. I'll see you guys later. Bye.